People new to music theory often get confused by the terms major seventh and dominant seventh. We look at these here. There's a PDF file that goes with this video. To get it, go to www.petemartin.info, click Videos, and scroll down to the music theory videos. It really helps my channel if you click like, so please do that so more folks can find these videos. I really appreciate it. Before watching this video, I suggest reviewing video number 5 on the dominant 7th chord, video number 8 on dominant 7 resolves to 1, and the first 3 examples in video number 14 about the major 7th chord. This will make the material in this video easier to follow. Find these videos in the PDF files at the website using the link described earlier. In video number 5, we saw how a dominant 7th chord is constructed by using the 1, 3, 5, and flat 7 of the major scale. To make a D dominant 7th chord, we take the D major scale and find those scale degrees. This gives us D for 1, F sharp for 3, A for 5, and C for flat 7. We saw this in video number 8. Let's review this in example 1. Two notes give the dominant 7th chord its distinctive sound and musical color. These are the 3rd and the flat 7. For the D dominant 7th chord, these notes are C and F sharp. We saw this in video 8, but let's review this in example 2. A couple of terms here. The musical distance between two notes is called an interval, as seen in video 12. The distance between C and F sharp is 3 whole steps. A whole step is the distance of 2 frets. If we start on C and go up a whole step, we land on D. If we go up another whole step, we land on E. If we go up a 3rd whole step, we land on F sharp. Therefore, the musical distance from C to F sharp is 3 whole steps. And those goofy music theory folks, of course, need to invent as many terms as possible, so they call this a tritone. Tri meaning 3, tone meaning whole step. See and hear this interval of a tritone in example 3. Whole step, whole step, whole step. Tritone. Play the D dominant 7th chord as seen in these examples again. Grab the mandolin and strum the chord a few times. Notice this sound is unstable and has a clashing type sound or sounds like it needs to go somewhere. Play it again. As we saw in video number 8, this D dominant 7th chord resolves to a G major chord or a G minor chord. See this again in example 4. Something very important here. If you get nothing else from this video, make sure you learn this. There are many different seventh chords in music. In this video, we look at the dominant seventh and the major seventh. The most common by far is the dominant seventh chord. It is used in pretty much every style of music on earth, quite often used a lot. Because of this, the dominant seventh chord is just called a seventh chord and is written with a letter name, sometimes with a sharpened flat, and the number 7. Examples would be D7, B flat 7, F sharp 7, etc. Any other seventh chord will have another word in the title and or a symbol in the chord to describe it, as in major seventh. We will look at that next. If you find this video useful, I ask that you consider supporting this channel and my website through my Patreon page, www.patreon.com/Pete Martin. For the very low price of $3 a month, you will allow me to keep adding content on my YouTube channel and website. I also teach online lessons if anyone is interested. Thank you. As we saw in video 8, a dominant seventh chord's main function is to resolve to a major chord or a minor chord a fifth away. A major seventh chord's function is not to move somewhere, but to be a resolve point. We saw this in video 14 that a major 7 chord is constructed with 1, 3, 5, and 7 of the major scale. Review this in example 5. Play a D dominant seventh chord to a G major chord and listen to how the tritone clash of the dominant seventh resolves to the resolved sound of the major 7. Most chords in a progression have some clash resolve role, but this is the most obvious. Play example 6 now. In example 6, look at the chords written above the music example. As discussed a couple of minutes back in what the names are used, D7 is written, not D dominant 7. G major 7 is written for G major 7. Many fake books will use a triangle after the letter instead of maj, M-A-J, or M-A-J-O-R. This is my personal favorite, as when I'm reading a chart on a gig, I want to see the fewest symbols. The fewer symbols, the easier to read, especially at fast tempos. The main thing I want you to get from this video is the naming practice of dominant 7 and major 7 and what their functions are in a chord progression. Be sure to subscribe, click the bell icon to be notified of new videos, click like, and check out my website and Patreon page. I'm Pete Martin. Thanks for watching.